the Tinubu regime came to bury Nigeria after Buhari killed it. And people are still playing along with them. I don't know what is wrong with Nigerians. We are not playing. That's why we are not engaging in all this side hanky-panky about protests. When we are ready and when Nigerians are ready, we are interested in a revolution. We have made that very clear. Because that's what can end this nonsense in our body politic.
Is there any hope for the opposition in 2027?
Not the kind of opposition where people like El Rufai, no, those ones are not opposition. Those ones are coalitions of hungry people. So, and when the time comes, the moment they are offered what they want, they'll go back to where they came from. Yeah, so that's why you don't say, because the APC was a coalition. Did you forget? And that's still where they put us. And the people who are asking to form another coalition are former APC members. In fact, most of them are Buhari cabinet members who are supposed to be in prison. They are forming coalitions. Instead of, they should be in prison forming a union of prisoners. So what do you expect from that?
So,
yes.
The insecurity is really is on the head again.
Yes.
We're having killings in parts of the country. But what solution would you prefer, or you prefer rather, to the federal government?
I'm not in the business of advising any of these regimes. They have failed, and we have told the Nigerian people, you advise them, they don't listen to advice. They are not here to take your advice. They came here to take care of business, their own personal and private business.
What would you do if you are in their position?
If I was in their position at this time, there will not be Boko Haram anymore. There won't be bandits, because you have to solve the problem by attacking the root cause of the problem. The root cause of the problem of insecurity is first and foremost economic inequality. That's the first reason why there are plenty of hands to be used as the workshop of the devil. And then the second aspect of it is to get our security agencies to do what security agencies do, not to be aiding and abetting criminality. You cannot have an IG, and I know you guys love to talk about the IG, Inspector General of Police, who is tired and to have retired. You keep him in office, and you expect insecurity to end. It will not end. You have all these military generals who don't go to war. It's only in Nigeria that somebody who has never fought a war before will become a general in the army, based on the number of traditional rulers he knows or the GO of his church. That's how they become generals in Nigeria, not because they go to war. If you see an Israeli general, it's because he has fought a war before. If you see an American general, he has been to Afghanistan, he has fought in Iraq, even though those wars might be wrong. But they have gone to war. But in Nigeria, you call these businessmen generals, they are all building estates in Abuja. They don't go to the war front. They don't know what's going on there. They are the ones who are happy that the insecurities are coming. So that is why you see this happening. You ask army to be doing traffic work on the streets. The police is not doing anything. The solution we are preferring is for the Nigerian people, first and foremost, to choose the real leaders who should govern them. Because the legitimacy of the government is also very important. For instance, it is the Nigerian government that goes to the southeast to go and militarize it. It's the Nigerian government that refused to release Nnamdi Kanu, something that would have solved a big problem. And then instead of releasing him, you go and put army in the east. Every kilometer in the east, there are army checkpoints. But after 100 kilometers in the north, you can't find the army. There was a man in Katsina who said there are only 5 guns in the local government in Katsina state. But why is it not the same in the southeast? So these things are deliberate. That's what I'm telling you. These are deliberate efforts on their part to undermine Nigeria. And I've said it very clearly. Those who are in power love the fact that they want to manage little territory, because that way they are not responsible for the territories. So they allow these issues to fester. But you cannot solve the problem without addressing the fundamental problem of leadership. Leadership is key in every sector. And most importantly, legitimate leadership is important. When you don't vote for people and they lord themselves over you, you don't respect them.
Mr. Sowore, the president has been outside the country for the past 2 weeks.